I've been in the sales space about 18 months now. Business coaching, worked with consultants, managers, sales teams, and I think something that people don't speak about enough is like, how can you actually tell when someone is a buyer? Like when I'm on these calls, how can I tell when someone is a buyer? And what are the signs of someone that goes on to do well versus someone that doesn't? Yeah. I think it'd be good to break it down.
That's exactly what we're going to be breaking down today. But we're going to start off with the most obvious.
Yeah.
Which is trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive
factor.
Massive. Everything happens on trust.
Yeah.
Like I think people that actually don't understand it enough. Like, look at your circle, your friends. Some of them you probably had since you were young. Why? Because you just trust them.
Exactly, because you trust them.
Like certain things they'll just say to you, you don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
You just trust that they have your best interest at heart, and therefore you act in that manner.
Alignment with that, really.
Yeah, and it's the exact same in business. And this is what people forget. Like, people buy the person because they trust the person will do the thing.
Yeah.
It's the same on a sales call. If someone feels like you have commission breath, you don't know what you're on about, or you just cannot help them, it's very hard, regardless of how good you are, objection handling, things like that, it's very hard to
actually get
over the line. Because at the end of the day, trust is fundamental. Same in content. You're literally just trying to showcase to someone why you are someone worth trusting. That's why you're watching this.
No, legit though.
It's all built on trust. How have you found it? How have you found this come up?
I found it very interesting because I feel like getting into more and more content, I had that virality lens. You know, like, oh, we need to go viral,
Right.
But then, as I researched more and actually learned more about it, I realized that going viral, it can actually low-key hurt your brand. Cause just bringing in viewers who aren't going to be buyers, because they're just going to see one post do well and that's it. Whereas if you're actually getting people and you're kind of over time, you're nurturing, getting familiar with your thing, exactly, the right people, then over time that builds trust. And like, you can't build trust in a day. You can't build trust like with one post. Trust is built. There was a statistic where like if you were to take on average your your buyers and actually see how much time they've spent with you through your content, it's like 10 hours or something like that. Through content. So it's not just one interaction, it's multiple interactions, consistent.
Yeah.
And not only are you just being consistent, but you have to be consistent in a specific way.
Yeah, 100%.
You need to position yourself correctly, position yourself as someone that they can learn from, but also position yourself as someone that they can relate with, someone who has gone through the transformation of rags to riches.
Right, 100%.
Exactly where they are currently or where they are presently. Like they want to be able to see that, oh, this person was there
100%.
and they managed to get out of that.
100%. I think it's like 4, 7, 11. It's like 4 different platforms, 7 hours of content with like 11 different touch points for them to like have that trust. And I think even for myself now, like even when I think about people like bought off and things like that, I think it's the relation more than anything. It's like being able to see their failures and be like, wow, they were able to do this.
They did it. So
like I was able to. Even people that have bought from me, like I always ask them, what made you buy? I did the stat. 73% of them said you as a person. And at first I was like, wow, like
But when you actually like realize,
when I break it down, I'm like,
that's it. Because there are so many. How many high ticket sales coaches are there?
Yeah,
so many, a lot of them, and they all bring different things to the table. But at the end of the day, someone's going to choose you because of your approach,
100%.
Because of your background, because of what you actually have to offer.
Yeah.
So like, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And it's so funny because even like with athletes, like someone will come on a sales call and they'll say the most specific thing. They'll be like, I remember that video you posted and you spoke about like when you did this and this competition. And I'm just like, that's why you're here?
Yeah.
That's why you're here?
That's it.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, what would it look like if it was easy? You would just be yourself.
Just be yourself, literally.
And you being yourself would just
attract people who,
you get.
Yeah, the same way in real life you make friends by just being yourself. That's it's content. Content is you don't want to feel like it's real life because of all the nonsense that we've been seeing when you're scrolling. You see all the Dubai guys and all this. You don't want to take it as real life, but it is at the end of the day.
It is.
You know, the exact same way when you're writing a hook and you're trying to address as many people. It's the same way you go on the street, and in order to get people's attention, like you need to actually speak to them.
Yeah.
So
nothing has changed since I saw something today. It was like when you were 3 years old, like you were so abundant.
Yeah.
You didn't know the limitations of the world. You didn't know about funnels. You didn't know about pressure, builds. Society put you into that system to give you all of that. When you were 5 years old, if someone asked you what you want to do when you grew older, like you would say a billionaire, millionaire, Superman.
Yeah.
And you believed it with full conviction.
Believed it literally.
What happened?
No society, man.
You let the limitations creep in, you let the doubts creep in, and then you start to believe that story. What happened?
Environment.
Childlike. How can you make it all childlike? Play. Because when it's play, it's fun.
Yeah, that's it. Like that's the big thing. The big thing that we've been learning recently is like it's all good and well to have good facts, but how can you wrap it in that package where it's more easily digestible and like more entertaining?
Yeah. More
entertaining, but also at the same time, it needs to have like a little bit of a like your personality, like your story, like your literally your personality, like that arc needs to be attached to.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is fantastic.
I agree.
It's fantastic. That's exactly what we've been trying to implement recently. Yeah. And it works, you know.
It works.
Yeah.
It works. It works.
It's sick.
And it's polarity. Because I've had it on, so you were here, you listened to my sales call the last day, and like I had two different calls, two back-to-back calls with people, right? The second call, amazing person. I'm not gonna say his name, but amazing person, so bought in, thinks like me, acts like me, and he had just watched enough of my content. He was like, he said this and this and this. The person before that, I could just clearly tell he hadn't watched any of me. He came in, he saw the promise, but there was still like a disconnect in the sense of like people. And it's weird because even sometimes I go onto these calls and like, sometimes I'm just not motivated to speak to the person. I'm like, I want to help you with the solution, but this feels painful.
Yeah.
Like, this feels painful, and it shouldn't. Because like, I think I've been realizing more and more, especially when I speak to some of the other coaches and stuff, like, I think we've done a good job of detaching from the outcome and like the financial, and I understand there's nothing more valuable than my peace.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Like, why would I waste that speaking to someone that's just gonna drain me?
Yeah.
No matter what the context.
Exactly, no matter how much money.
Do you get it? Doesn't make sense. Because I'm actually just harming myself.
Yeah.
Someone will say, oh, you're getting X amount. No, you're losing.
You're exactly, it's about that mindset. So
yeah.
Like, you need to tell yourself by not taking this opportunity that will put me in a position where I'm speaking to lower frequency people, I'm actually making more money.
100%. And that's the reframe.
That's the reframe. Once you make that reframe, you will start making money.
Yeah.
Because you'll start focusing on higher frequency activities.
Yeah. That's the reframe. I once had a client, and I used to go over the same things with them so much so, and like I bent over backward for this person, did every payment plan, I'd call them, re-objection, yada yada. And it got to a point where they were the single reason I made an anti-ICP.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn.
I made an anti-ICP.
I haven't heard that one yet. Anti-ICP.
Powerful, bro.
No fair.
Polarity.
Yeah, literally, but that's true. You do need that polarity.
Because every time I'm on a sales call now, I'm just in my head, do they resonate with the anti-ICP? And if so, that's a red flag. That's a problem.
Get out of here.
That's an issue. Everyone's always thinking about, what do I want in life? And sometimes you might not know the answer, and that's okay. But
it's
something that
to know what you don't want.
Yeah. That was what helped me, bro. Yeah. I didn't know what I wanted in business, but I'd seen people in my life, and I was like, I don't want to end up like you.
Yeah.
I just don't want to end up like you.
Straight up.
We're wired for negative more than positive as humans, so that can be
just more scared of the negative.
100%.
Yeah, no, fantastic. That's actually such a good point.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly how I felt the entire time growing up, going through the school system, especially at university. That shit was at its peak.
Really?
Literally, bro. I'm looking around, I'm seeing Because I was lucky enough to be friends with like a lot of older people in university.
Yeah,
so I was seeing people like my friends graduate, do masters in chemical engineering, first class, second class, and end up with 30K a year job afterwards. I was like, damn.
You saw it early,
we're actually on our way to the slaughterhouse, Ted. But nobody wants to open their eyes.
That's actually mad. 30K a year, you know.
30K a year. After doing
6 to 8 years of college.
No, this nigga was Wait, this guy would wake up.
I'm gonna cut it out.
This guy would wake up at 9 a.m. after going to sleep from the library the night before at like 6 a.m. Guess Tesco meal deal back to the library. He did this for months, bro.
He
lived in the library. Every single time I hit him up, yo, bro, like, what you say? You try to come over to we're going out, wherever. Nah, bro, I'm in the library. Like, because back then, I was enjoying my uni life. This guy was just in the library 24/7. When it came to the end of it, cooked.
For 30K a year.
Yeah. Bro was coming to me.
That's the promise.
Asking for crypto advice.
Really?
At the time.
Why do you think people end up in that perpetual state of always being risk averse, the victim mentality? Like we just spoke there about like saying no to a certain amount of money actually makes you more money.
Yeah.
And that's obviously the perspective we've been able to build. What do you think stops other people from having that same perspective?
It's comfort, bro. It's comfort. Comfort is too sweet to say no to. Like, the comfort of enjoying just enough, cause like it is like
it's comfortable.
It's comfortable. It is like 30K a year. Yeah, you're living all right. 30K a year living in your parents' house. Yeah. You're chilling. You know, you have enough to buy your own car. You can do small freedom here and there. But like, at the end of the day, you're comfortable. Like life isn't so bad that like something actually needs to change. But you're not focusing on the negative. You're focusing on the positive. Whereas if you are actually focusing on, okay, yeah, I could have 30K a year, I could have my own car, I could be living, like maybe afford like a little place for myself, but I won't be able to do this. I won't be able to do that. I won't be able to do. If you start thinking like that, you're gonna have to change something. You will have to, and that's like how like my like mind was going like the entire time. Like I was. During university, I was fortunate enough to be friends with the older people. I was fortunate enough to be making like whatever, a little bit of money at the time. Yeah. So I was able to travel. I was able to see the world a little bit. I was able to invest in myself and actually like make decent jumps of progress in such short periods of time. So when I now thought about ending up as an engineer, I was like, damn, yeah, I'd be able to do this and that, but I won't be able to really do like the things that will actually make my heart feel free. Which is the price they have to pay, unfortunately. Yeah.
If you don't sacrifice it,
it becomes a sacrifice.
You know, I've been on my calls now. I've been saying, especially the fitness one, I'm like when someone's like giving me pushback and I'm just like, you know what, man, you're gonna pay. Right? You're gonna pay today. And it's not because of what I told you. It's not because of the price. Yeah. It's not because of me. Right? You're gonna pay in one of three ways. You're gonna pay with your time. Yep. Which you've already been doing. You're gonna pay with your health. Yep. Future and past. Or you're gonna pay with your money.
Choose.
To solve the other two. Which one do you wanna do it? Which one do you wanna do it with? Everyone puts money on a pedestal. If you don't have health, I promise you, that 30K job, whatever it is, it's dust.
Doesn't matter for anything.
If you have money and you're fit, but you don't have 10 minutes out of your own day to be present with it, what is the point?
Yeah. It's big facts.
What is the point?
Time. If you're making 100K a year, working at Goldman Sachs or something like one of these big companies, they're working 12-hour days. Like, see those people coming out
40% tax, then you're at 60K.
Yeah, no, legit. But even that 60K is comfortable. That's big money in the outside world.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, they don't have time.
Yeah.
They look miserable. They look miserable because they don't have time. Yeah, they have the money. They're living a nice flat in London, downtown. They're in a good area, drive a nice car on finance, but no time at the end of the day, and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like no time to actually spend with like your loved ones,
The
spend with
things
your
that
friends,
people
travel, see the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cooked.
It is cooked. It is cooked.
But bringing it back to the topic of what actually makes people bad and how it's like trust, that thing that actually makes people bad.
Yeah.
What is it that really establishes trust?
I think, to be honest, when you break it down to its fundamentals, we all act from faith or fear, because both of them exist on two sides of the extreme polarity. They're the same thing, whether you realize it or not. They're the same thing. They're belief. Their belief in the unknown. Yeah. Think about it. When you're afraid of something, you're afraid of something that hasn't happened.
Legit.
When you act from faith, you act in confidence for something that hasn't happened. You decide which outcome. And it's actually your emotional approach to the thing that creates the thing. People think, oh my God, if I invest this money, what if I don't get... That's
exactly what's going to happen. Whereas if you approach it with the view of, oh, me putting down this money means I'm going to get this.
Make it work.
Literally.
I'm going to make it work.
That's literally.
Therefore you will.
You will.
And that's what the difference is between a buyer and a non-buyer.
Yeah. It's also like inherently like a mindset thing.
Yeah, it is.
You can't really force someone that's not a buyer to be a buyer.
That's the thing.
They're not a buyer.
That's the thing.
Like, they simply aren't.
I think we can only hold up the mirror and showcase people.
Exactly.
You know? And that's why I love doing what I do. Like I love mentoring people. I've been doing it for 18 months now. A big part of what I do is teaching the mindset side, teaching the beliefs and the limitations and what's actually going on beyond what you say to yourself, because that's just the effect, right? What is actually the cause? And that's what I help people with, understanding the cause that creates the effect and also transferring that to the skill set of sales. So if it is something that you yourself, maybe, I don't know, someone watching this, it's been something that's been on your mind, maybe you resonate with some of the points, maybe you yourself are struggling to kind of identify which one you're at, there's going to be a link down below if you want to book in. We can have a conversation and I'll audit where you're currently at. Maybe what's stopping you from being able to get to those goals. My Instagram will be down below. This is my boy as well, Dio. He's going to be down below as well. But yeah, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to like genuinely understand you're creating the story. You have the pen every single day. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like something, understand you've manifested it.
Yeah.
If you don't like something, it's not forever. There is no box. There is no box. If you take one thing away from this video, there is no box.
Free roam.
Free roam. GTA. Story mode. Yeah, dude, it's been a pleasure as usual, bro.
Oh, that's for usual, man.